Alright, well, hello everybody. I noticed you how my name is William. Alright, now today I'm going to be talking about why do I live in California? Well, if you want to know, because right here I did make a YouTube post somewhere. Oh, that's a YouTube. Oh, that's someone. Oh, that's a picture of someone in this bedroom. I don't know where that is anyway, but here I'll get on to my channel. Yeah, 4 likes. It's about me. If you look at it, see? Oh, here, see? Yeah, one guy says, I've been to see St. Lucia Mountains one time. And the most beautiful landscape I've ever seen. Yeah, I never been to I never been to the St. Lucia mountain range, but it might be pretty cool for me to go there someday. I don't know. This one says, it's a beautiful state with too many communists. Yeah, I know. But I'm free to preach the gospel here in California and creation. You know, this is where I live. I live in California. Oh, what's this say? Oh, yeah, okay. It's just notifications and stuff. Okay. So, I'm going to show you California. Just because, you know, I want to show you. I'll show you on Google Earth, on the Brave browser. Yeah, I don't know very good alternatives to Google Earth anyway, but right now, so this is what I'm using right now anyway. So here's California, the state I live in anyway. So why do I live in California if there's other states better to live in the U.S.? Well, it's because I grew up here in California. All right, I'll tell you where I was born. You know, just in case you didn't know, I was born in Salem, Oregon, which is right there. Yeah, Salem. Salem's right there. So that's where I live, in Salem, Oregon, and I grew up. And I grew up here in California. I'll tell you where I live anyway. And then in a city called Ontario, which is in San Bernardino County. So, yeah. So City of Ontario is right here. Right near Rancho Cucamonga, Fontana. It's right there. Montclair. What is this? Namrod? Oh, it's a corporate community. Okay, that's what Namrod is. And there's Kaiser right there. I live near Kaiser. And there's Pomona, Chino Hills, Eastvale, Hooba Valley. Oh yeah, and there's Centennial Heights right there. And there's Claremont right there. You see, this is where I know this is my area right here. You know, but I live in Ontario, California. It was in San Bernardino County. You know, that's why. If you want to know how big San Bernardino County is, I'll show you. I'm looking for San Bernardino County. Because, yeah, this is San Bernardino County. But I live way over here. Man, San Bernardino County is so big. Yeah, I live way over there. But San Bernardino County is way so big, see? It's the biggest county in California. I know many people believe there are, and many people believe that San Bernardino County is the biggest county in the U.S. I don't know if that's true. Are there counties bigger than the are there counties um, bigger than the U.S.? Are there counties bigger than San Bernardino County though? You see, does Alaska have counties? That should tell me anything. Yeah. Okay, so oh no, Alaska does not have counties, but does have boroughs and census areas. Okay. 30 county equivalents. Okay. Oh yeah, there's Yukon, Kokok. Okay, so that must be the biggest borough of Alaska. But yeah, saying it does not have counties. Because I live in San Bernardino County, that's why. Yeah. So that's how big the San Bernardino County is. Well, it's larger than 9 U.S. states. Okay. Oh yeah, right here. So it's the largest county in the continuous United States. Okay, so yeah, so that's what San Bernardino County is. It's the largest county in the continuous United States. Okay, well that makes sense because obviously. Because that's how big San Bernardino County is. Okay, because that's the county I live in, besides just Ontario. And then what about Inland Empire? Because I don't know how the and now San Bernardino County is also part of another region called the Inland Empire. I'll show you how big the Inland Empire is too. So the Inland Empire is right here. Okay, and then yeah, Claremont and Pomona are outside of the Inland Empire. Because I live right there, and there's Chinoochee Hills all the way to because the Inland Empire is part of San Bernardino County and also Riverside County. Oh look, the Inland Empire also has a border of Arizona and also Nevada, right there. Oh, there's California City right there. So yeah. But this is the inland. So here's the inland. So this region is called the Inland Empire. I don't know much about it. You know, that's what they call this region anyway. It's called a metropolitan area. Region inland. Okay, so yeah, it says studies focus around Riverside and San Bernardino County. Yeah, and then yeah. So, like I said, I grew up here, and yeah, and I know that Sacramento is the capital of California. But I'll show you. So, oh, oh, come on. Maybe I type on, yeah, here's Brave Search right here. Here, I'll show you the pros and cons of living in California. And I'll show you if you want to know how living in California is like, okay? And you know, the reason why I live in California is because I grew up here, okay? I know there's gonna be people who think I'm weird because I'm a Bible-believing Christian, and I'm against abortion, and I live in California. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you know what? If you want to think I'm weird, that's fine. You know, I don't know why there are people out there that believe everybody in California is a heathen. You know, because that's where I've been living in California for years, and I have friends here in California. I've been going to church and have a church. I go to church every Sunday here in California, so. All right. If you want to know. So yes, you got see in California you got weather and nature. You got economy, career opportunities, and then diversity and lifestyle. That's what we got. The major challenges you have to get is high cost of living, and then traffic and transportation. See, homelessness and public safety, and there's environmental risk and tax burden. And there's the conclusion right there. See it? See, it comes with high living cost, and at first it's strained environmental risks. So, career, lifestyle, and budget. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I agree it's not going to be very, very good at much information, so maybe I'll use Google. But you see, so yeah, California offers unmatched Mediterranean weather, diverse landscapes, a booming economy. Yeah, and it's just high cost of living of traffic. See, so here, see, so the pros of living in California: you got ideal weather and geography, mild sunny climates year round, and for beaches and mountains. So you got that economic activity. See, of the technology, entertainment, and Hollywood. Well, I live in Ontario. You know, if you want to know where Hollywood is. So Ontario's right here. Is right there. Hollywood is way over. Yeah, if I want to see where Hollywood is, Yeah, I'll type it for you. So here's Hollywood right there. So I actually put 3 O's instead of 2. So here's Hollywood right there. Okay. We got West Hollywood right there. And then maybe this right is probably East Hollywood. But I also heard about North. North Hollywood is right. So there's North Hollywood right there. And there's West. Okay. So yeah, that's where Hollywood is. Yeah, so you got device culture and food and quality of life and lifestyle. See, it's just the cons are extremely high cost of living, traffic congestion, natural disasters, and you got unburned challenges. And then you got considerations like housing costs and taxes, infrastructure, utilities. So that's why. Yeah, that's what you have to. So this is what you have to deal with. Yeah, high cost of living. This is what you have to do. This is what you have to deal with in California. Yeah. And what about my city? Well, if you talk about San Bernardino County, you talk about Ontario, California, which is where the city I live in. You might have to think about it, you know. Ontario, California, you got strategic location, housing variety, job market, amenities, family amenities, and reliability. But look at the cons. See, traffic and noise, and environmental factors, cost of living and taxes. See, that's high property, and then diversity development and safety concerns. So, yeah, it's still. But this is that's the city I live in, you know, Ontario, California, which is in San Bernardino County. You can also about San Bernardino County, so that's yeah, here see. So see in San Bernardino County, that's where I live. See, you got student housing, outdoor recreation, relocation, job market, and then you got extreme weather, traffic commutes, air quality, and then you got crime and safety. So, you know, that's why I got San Bernardino County. Inland Empire, that's why I'm trying to, or yeah, or you know, there's known as Inland Empire. You got affordability. And then you got under cost of education, going to minis. You got extreme. You still got extreme weather, traffic convenience, air quality, environment, and transit, and at urban sprawl. So. Okay, well, those are the stuff, but what about in California? Because I grew up here, right? Well, I believe the Bible. I've been going to church here in California. That's why. You know, because I know I believe the Bible, that's why. What else is going to be? I don't have an answer for everything. This is where I live. And it's true. Here in California, you got to deal with laws that are pretty unconstitutional. That's why. Also, the traffic laws in California, so because that's something I have to learn about. Besides, it's just age vacation, because you already know about California's age vacation already. It's just a birth date one that it's just a birth date age vacation that's going to be scheduled to go back to 2027. But yeah, if you want to know about the traffic laws, that would be strict. Yeah. Here's in 2026 right now. See. You see, you got right-of-way rules. You got red light. See, you may not turn right when no turn red sign is posted. See, you got green arrow. You got protected turn the direction of the green arrow. Flashing yellow arrow. Flashing red light, and it's just being stopped. You see. Okay, so distracted driving. Yeah, so they got a law against distracted driving. See. Right here, it says right here. Intonation and the lock devices. See? Now required for all DUI offenders, including time offenders, through January 1st, 2023. I never even know about that. I'll take a look about that. About this January 1st, 2023 thing, because that's going to be something about vegan manslaughter and extended red light cameras. And then, see? And then right here, see? Consumer Protections of Act, and oh yeah, here's license plate tipping. See, yeah, you see right here, block license plates cost like about $1,000 fine. So, and here's all the test vehicles right here. See, and all that. You see, this is what you have to do. Yep. Those are the see these, see, and these look e-bike safety. See. Reactive red light operation, not just night. You see? Yeah, these traffic laws are very unconstitutional to me, but that's what they have. That's what California has. Yeah, I think these traffic laws here in California are way overkill, but that's what they have. That's what we have here in California. Good thing I Google it for you. Good thing I have it. I'll show you more, but and I see on Google, and I want to see it on Google as well, so that I can show you. So you got the expense, slow down, move over, automated lane enforcement. Oh, license plate obstruction ban. Yeah, okay. And then you got the lower speed limits. Oh, Caltrans can use 5 miles per hour, and you got use car returns. Oh, okay. Hands-free law. Okay, that's the phone, and then basic speed law is just that never drive faster. Seatbelt safety. Okay, DUI penalties. And you got turn right on red from stop, and then carpool lanes, school buses, and we on turns on hills. Okay. But right here, I'm talking about the ones right here. Yeah, the new ones are much way overkill, but you know what? This is what we have to deal with sometimes. But DUI Defenders 2033? What is that? Now let me take a look about that because that's something I haven't learned about. So DUI, so DUI offenders for including first-time offenders through January 1st, 2033. Well, what's going to happen January 1st, 2033? Because that's something I did not know. Because 2033, yeah, that's way out of the time. Right now I'm 31, I'll be 32 on March. Yeah. And I got two calculators. You know, I got this one. This is my scientific calculator. Calculator. And here's my multi-view one. Yeah, I'll be 39 years old in 2033. But you know, look. So. But what's this thing? So DUI offenders in 2033? I don't know what they have to do. I don't know what they have in plan for 2033, but let's see. What's the DII plan for 2023 in... Because that's what I like to know. I don't know much about this. Okay, so here's I'm asking Google what's the DI plan for 2033. Right here it says right here, California's DI plan lead up to 2033 is centers on expansion. See, so statewide international interlock and the program on offenses. See, here's the plan. So here, Metro statewide analog defense program into 2033 requires other than. So right here, target offenders. The 2033 plan focus on repeat offenders of these involved injury-related accidents. We're going to install a double ID for a period ranging of 1 to 4 years. Okay, and then post crackdowns. The lawmakers introduced packet bill early 2006. These includes so no alcohol sale, and then mandatory. See, take effect 96 it says leave 2083. Okay, so that's why. So yeah, right here. So 2003 plan focus on repeat offenders. Okay, accidents. Okay, so that's what they're going to do in 2033. I did not even know that. You see here, coverage state plan 2023 sites on this statewide and nation net log. Okay, program and this excited January 2023 under the the privileges. See what, Mom? Price of alcohol is brain description of offenders. See, evidence of convention of 5 years and crimes. You see, if it's covering a long-term strategy, it's our safety through penalties consent enforcement until at least 2023. So I'll be right back, guys. Mom, I'm waiting for Daniel to be done. Is Daniel done in there, Mom? That's all I was doing, that's all. pretend to be done, that's all.
Here, wait, put the iPad away, plug it in. Plug it in. Put it away. Come on, Daniel. No school tomorrow. What do you think about that, huh? You only got a speech tomorrow, that's it. Just be Lori for Lori. Lori for Lori.
Okay, this is why I don't. Well, this is what. Okay, so. Okay, so that's the DUI plan for 2033. Okay, so they're gonna be on statewide Nation Network. So right here it says this requires. Okay, so right here it says through January 1st, 2023. So you see, so repeat offenders. Okay, so plan focus on repeat offenders. It's requiring accidents. Okay, install. So that's why. So that's the plan for 2033 here in California. Okay. I don't know. I didn't even know that, but okay. I don't know if you like this plan or not. You can let me know in the comments below. This is about DUI. You know, driving under the influence. You know what? I don't know why. To me, I'm against drinking alcohol, and I don't think anybody should drink it at all. And DUI, driving under the influence, it's just stupid, you know. First of all, I don't know why you want to drink alcohol. I don't drink it because here's why. I don't drink alcohol because the Bible says be sober, be vigilant. That's why. So, yeah, I don't know, but I think, yeah, these people having DUI problems because people drinking alcohol and stuff. Yeah, I know. I'm against drinking alcohol, but you know what? There are people here in California that still drink it, so. Yeah, but I go what the Bible says. Be sober, be vigilant. That's what the Bible teaches. So, that's what I'm against alcohol. And there's also another law coming out, too. Here it is. I want to show you something. Because right here, I want to show you. Oh, here, see? Beginning here, starting in 2030, starting in January 1st, 2031, as you can see, California will automatically lower the default speed limit in school zones for 25 miles per hour to 20 miles per hour, wherever proper signage is posted. See? See, it will start in 2031. Now here, this is right here. This change is mandated for standards of school zones in the streets of 20 miles per hour limit statewide. When school zone is the lower speed limit and children are present, school hours ground use, and then of limits. See, local governments could reduce the 20 miles per hour limits or resolution, but before 2021. But after that date, it actually becomes automatic with correct signage. So this going to improve child pedestrian safety by reducing crash severity and increasing driver reaction time. Oh, okay. I did not even know this, but if you like this, if you like this bill, let me know, because I don't know. If you don't, well, I don't know. But here, it's going to be starting in 2031. Here in California, it will they're going to reduce it from 25 to 20. Yeah, and you see right here, beginning in January 1st, 2031, the default speed limit in California in school zones will be automatically decreased from 25 to 20. This change will be mandated in Senate Bill 82. Okay, and this enacted improved safety children for pedestrian areas. Okay, and it's here include Divisions of school zones. 25 miles per hour limit applies to roadways within 500 feet and school grounds, provided in clearly marked and as proper signage. Conditions for 20 miles per hour. See, the lower limit applies when school lights are flashing, indicate that specific hours when children are present, such as they are arriving or leaving school. That's an authority. When mandatory statewide changes takes effect in 2031, AB, okay, they're to authorizes local governments and school speed zones under 20 miles per hour, meaning of this creation until a law becomes mandatory. Okay, and then right here it says it measures the law also measures local authorities revise limits of 20 miles per hour in school zones, and then must be the 30 miles per hour or is the 25 miles per hour in school zones. So the law reduces the likelihood of a severe accident, so it's not vehicles of pedestrian safety. Okay, so it's going to be, so they want to increase pedestrian safety. I don't know why, but okay. So they want it, so they're going to, so they want, so yes. So yeah, they want to automatically decrease 25 miles per hour to 20 miles per hour in school zones in California in the year 2031. Okay. I did not even know that, but that's something. Yeah, but here it says right here. So. This is something you might have to learn about too. I'm not sure if you like this law or not. You can let me know if you don't like it or not. You know, I don't know much about this, but that's pretty good to know. You see, the default speed limit in California in school zones will be 25 to 20 in the year 2031. So that's pretty good to know. Too, but I don't have an answer for everything. That's fine. I just try to look it up for you guys because you know about the high-speed train. Well, you've been hearing that too a lot too. Yeah, the high-speed rail. I don't know much about that. Been hearing about that a lot too. But yeah, the high-speed rail. Yeah, right here, this phase completion stretching into the 2040s. So, oh, you're seeing right here is Project 2032, and then yeah, okay, it's stretching 2040s. Okay, so that's the high-speed rail. You know. People have been putting a lot of money about the high-speed rail here in California. Well, here, see, yeah, it says Governor Gavin Newsom announces major high-speed rail. Yeah, okay. Why we're getting that and stuff. See, and right here it's high-speed rail project. Okay, and it says open in late 2029. Okay, and right here it says $5 million. CEO funding through 2045. 2045. Really? Is this gonna be? Here it says it's the biggest field. Okay, is this what you're expected to be complete in 2032, and this begin in 2030 and 2023, depending on the timelines. Okay, phase 1 would be Mexico Los Angeles expect not to be completed until 2050. 2050. You're 56 years old then. So the three colleges, state rail plan authorities, current goal is completed by 2008, and then yeah, high speed rail. Yeah, I get that, but I don't know why. Look, Look, having a high-speed rail here in California seems nice and all, but there's other things we have to fix here in California. You know, why do this project? I know this was authorized by 2008 and statewide ballot, but I don't know why this is taking a long time to get done, and I don't know why. There's other things we have to fix here in California, besides having having this high-speed rail. Look. I would be happy to have the high-speed rail, but there's other things we have to fix here in California. Why put all this money? I don't know why you have to put all this money for the high-speed rail. I don't understand that anyway. But if you like it, look, I don't know, Evan. That's why anyway. So the California high-speed rail. But Governor Gavin Newsom is almost finished being the governor of California. So I'll show you who's going to be the new governor of California anyway. Who wants to be? Well, I heard that Chad Bianco, he's a sheriff. He wants to be the new governor of California. I'll show you right here, see? See? Bianco. From sheriff to governor, protecting California. You see? Yeah. Chad Bianco so Sheriff Chad Bianco wants to be the new governor of California. Yeah, I don't know. He's a sheriff. So yeah, which is it's called a cop. I don't know how it's gonna be a good governor of California. I don't know much about Sheriff Chad Bianco, but he wants to be or Bianco, whatever you want to call this guy. But yeah, he wants to be the new governor of California. So if you live in California, if you want to vote for this guy, you know what? Go ahead, Yeah, he's a Republican, so. So yeah, this is the guy that wants to fix California, and he's a Republican, so. Yeah. I don't want to donate, but yeah, this is just the website here. BiancoForGovernor.com. If you want to go to this website anyway. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go take my shower, guys. So I'll be right back anyway. Oh yeah, okay, well. Anyway, so I preach the Bible here in California. That's why. The Bible is the only thing I preached here, so. I don't. So you want to know what about this? So what about the gun laws? So. Yeah, I heard the gun laws are overkill here in California too. I did not even know that, but yeah, here it is. Here, see? So the gun laws here in California, see, you got participation, you got age requirements, you need to be 21 or older. to have a rifle or a shotgun, and you got safety requirements, and you got concealed carry, open carry, restricted firearms, and you got ammunition, you got storage. And the creep prohibits. See? Those are the gun laws here in California. Yeah, they are overkill, but you know, yeah, and guess what these gun laws are? They're way, yeah, I know, they're overkill, alright. But you know, there's nothing I can do about it anyway. Here it is. See, the minimum age is 21, and then certificate, background checks, handguns, ban, and then large capacity magazine, current permit, and there's not a lot open carry. You see, firearms, locking, failure. Oh, covered felonies, we just don't under. See, and then here it is. Red flag law, you got this and these of 2060. Major gun control bills. Oh, committee of 2025. Okay, and then you got. See, these are the gun laws here in California. They're, I know some of them are way overkill. And some of these gun laws are way overkill. I don't know why. I don't know why, but this is what we have here. But this is the gun laws we have here in California. So, and I do believe that plus the Bible does teach that Christians should own a weapon. You know, that's why. So, I just looked up right now because I don't carry a gun. I just don't. But I know. But once I get my own, once I do get my own house, yeah, I'm gonna have to get a gun because just to defend myself. You know, that's why. Just to defend my family. You know, that's why. You know. Here, right here, it says, right here, California has the stringent gun laws in the United States, see? The cover, purchase, storage, and carry, yeah, that's why. So, yeah, and the gun laws are going to cover are way overkill. So, but this is what I know this is what you got to get, but this is what happens here in California. You get overkill gun laws, too. And this is not good, but this is what happens. And I heard about laws about e-bikes too, right? Yeah. I don't ride bikes. I just drive a car. But yeah, I heard about that too. So yeah, the e-bike laws in California. Because I want to find out. I want to show you the e-bike laws in California. Because I heard about that too. Well, here, see, they induced pedal assist only for 20 miles per hour. Okay, yeah, that's why. Oh, okay, so it says only for max 20 miles per hour. Okay, and then it says Class C says only for max 28 miles per hour speed required. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I heard about this. Many people don't like this law. I know there's people that don't like this law at all. So yeah, even the e-bike laws here in California are just overkill. And this is what you get sometimes. Local authority. Yeah. And you know, I get that. This is what happens. I don't ride bike. I don't even ride it. I don't even ride a bike here in California. I just drive a car. But you know what? But this is for people that want to ride e-bikes. Yeah, it says right here, it says up to 29 miles per hour for speedometer throttle not allowed. because but daughter, but it says oh not allowed. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know that, but okay. But this is what happens. Get this. Not very good. So yeah, these. So yes, these. So I guess you can see that I didn't know about the e-bike laws, but yeah, that is something too. They're overkill as well. But this is what happens here in California. If you don't like it, well, what can I say about it? I know I'm no expert about this. I know I'm trying to fight against age-fication, but we have more. But look, we have more laws that are way more overkill than just age-fication. And if you have about California's age-fication bill, I'll type that again for one more time anyway. So, if you want to know, it's a bill you have to input your birth date, see? Yeah, it says right here, the same protect virus without collecting personal data, so. Yeah, but I'm not sure what, yeah, that's why. But you have to learn. This is going to be starting in January 2027, so. Yeah, see it right here. It requires your birth date during setup. No government-based ID uploads. So that's the only thing that's the only thing you need. That's the only thing that's required for age-fication here in California. Just your birth date. And I know people are saying that California's age-fication is not even a real age-fication. Yeah, I know, but well, you're saying it's not really real, but look because you have to input your birth date to verify your age, and that's it. You're verified.
Where are you?
Right here. Yes. Yes, Mom.
We don't have to get early, so make the alarm set for like 7 or 8 o'clock or something, or 10. I don't know. Probably 7:30 or something. It's for tomorrow. And then you can set it back. Because there's no school.
Well, take a look, Mom.
Make it for 7 or 7:30. And then we gotta set it back, so.
I'll do that tomorrow, but
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
It's on 7 every day, Mom.
Oh, for right now, and then we gotta set it back, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
All right. So here it says, yeah, you only have to input, you provide your age or your birth date setup. Okay. No ID upload. So that's the only thing that's required for age-fication in California. And then, but look at these fines right here. This is the thing right here. See, the companies, the penalties up. Yeah, that's the. You see these companies right here. Those fines right there. Those are for the companies that have to pay these fines for negotiation violations per child. But these are for companies here, not for us. These for these companies. Endorsement facilities up. See? That's why. So yeah, right here. See, so you're so your non-compliance result of the civil penalties are right here. See, 2,500 for negligence, and then 7,500 for per internet ventilation. That's what happens. See right here. See, these civil penalties. This is for companies right here. So yeah, you're saying it's not even a real age vacation because you have to put your birthday to verify your age. You see, you have to provide age or birthday to doing setup. But these companies have to pay fines if they don't comply. See? These fines right here? You see, they're messing up company. Look, they're just gonna they're just messing up a company. See, they're just sticking with people, they're sticking with companies, they're sticking with businesses that don't even belong. So that's why. Just because of this age vacation, you only have to do is input your birthday to verify your age. So. And I don't know why people are saying that's not a real one, because right here. So you're seeing that some people are saying that California's age vacation isn't a real one. Okay. Well, the problem is that I have to get that, but yeah. But these companies. So it's not a here's why some people see no mandatory ID and photo, self-report age, and then here age brackets instead provides verification, and then reliance on good faith. So see it's right here. It's just not reliable. It's just not reliable on false age. So here so not reliable on false age and good faith. So that's why. But why did this company do this approach? So that's why. So you can see that's what happens. But this is so you can say that this is a very cheap version of age vacation. Yeah, I know. I don't know why California is doing this cheap version of it, but you know what? This is what they plan to do. It's just I was signed by California Governor Gavin Newsom, and I don't know why. We can just get parents to be educated. You know, that's why. I think the better idea to do would be is get parents to be you know. Oh yeah, here it says right here. It says issued reduction law. Okay, violation versus minute due. Okay, and it says right here. So yeah, so people are saying they're not even. So there's people saying that too, but the third party. You see. So people are saying it's not even a real age check. Well, yeah, I know. As you can see, that's why. But you have to look at the fines. So I'll show you. So you're saying that. So if you're saying that it's not because you have to put your birthday. Well, we'll look at the fines. See, you got 2005, okay, for per child, and you got, see, these are companies right here, see? And then all that. So that's why. See, if you're not doing this, so that's why. See, even these companies right here, they have to be fines if they don't comply. See, but it's not compliance. They got term divided. See, that's why. So yeah, there it is. So if you believe it's not even a real age vacation because they didn't put your birthday to verify your age, but look at these violations that companies have to do if they don't comply. You see, this is not great at all, but this is happens, you know, that's why. So you might not be affected because you don't even put your birth date, but these companies will be because they have to pay fines for violations here. So it's not that problem. See, that's the problem. Yeah. So that's what happens. You have to do with. I live in California because I grew up here in California. You know. And that's why. I'll talk more stuff because I have to go right now. I have to take my shower pretty soon anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so. I think my next video about California is I'll talk about another. Here, I'll show you on Baidu Maps. Maybe next video I'll talk about China's California. What people are calling yeah, I talk about the province of Yunnan. Yunnan, which is people are saying that's China's California or the California of China. Yeah, that's what people are saying here. Well, maybe I'll talk about that next video because that's something I would like to know. I don't know why people are saying that this province in China called Yunnan is the California of China, but that's something I would like to know about. That's something I would like to learn about anyway. But I'll talk about that next video anyway. Anyway, I do live in California, so. But I know how to use Baidu Earth or Baidu Maps now. I could show you where different regions are. So, yeah. Maybe I'll talk about Yunnan, the California's, the people that are calling the California of China. Yeah. Well, I'll talk about that maybe next video. But hopefully you can learn about this. It's always about California, and About my state, I preach the Bible here. I still have freedom to preach the Bible here in California. So, yeah. Even though. And yes, California has banned plastic bags as well. And to pay 10 cents for paper bags. As well. So yeah, California has banned plastic bags. So here it took effect this year. You see, and people have to pay 10 cents for paper bags. So. And right here, see, is the bans is right here. It says environmental protection. See, so your very key to prevent environmental protection, build recycling efforts, and then reduce waste, and then seducibility, and then coverage, options, and timeline. So. Well, here it says, see, it's close to 2014. I don't think are used with plastic bags. But here it says versus 26, and here it says right here, recycle paper bags and recycle vintage structure. So shoppers bring their own, but yeah, it's this right here allowing shoppers bring their own usable bags. Here, reduce packaging by requiring stores to use offer paper bags. Okay, recycle paper bags. But I heard that the paper bags here in California will be more recyclable in 2028. See, that's one. You got this paper bag. See, California has banned plastic bags. Now we have to use. Now people have to pay 10 cents for 10 cents each for paper bags, unless you use, at least you bring your own bags. So, if you like this law, now you can let me know. If you don't, well, I don't know. Okay, because this is what you have here in California. If you want to know. Oh yeah, and if you want to know more about paper bags, I can show you about. It says right here, by 2028, paper bags will be more suitable as it still requires percent more consumers of the, see right here. Here, see, as a first shift right here. See, recycle content, purpose, and accessibility. See, so paper bags. And here, see, starting at a certain company, 50% of recyclable reducible packs up to 50%. Okay. So yeah, paper bags would be that's 50% of it because recycled material are more recyclable and sustainable. Okay, so this will be in 2000. So they'll be starting in January 1st, 2028. Okay. The paper bags would be most consumer recycled material. I did not even know that, but okay. If you want me to look more about that, you can let me know in the comments below, because that was something that I'd like to know about that. Yeah, but yeah, so yeah. So in 2028, paper bags would be more recyclable material. That's starting in 2000. That started in January 2028. I did not even know that, but yeah, that's good. Good thing I researched for that. I'm not sure if you like that, if you're gonna like this or not. You can let me know in the comments below if you're gonna like this or not. Yeah, this will be in 2028 though. A long wait. Anyway, I'll talk about Yunnan province next video. Anyway, because I have to go right now. But hopefully you can learn about let's hope this video tells you about California anyway. And I have to go right now anyway. So thank you for watching this video. Nobody tries to say goodbye. Adios. Zai-chan. Okay guys, I'm back because I forgot to tell you some stuff, okay? In my last video I did not talk about the electric cars. So what I heard, yeah, because I heard in the year of 2035, the year of 2035 is when I heard that gasoline cars won't be sold in California anymore and people are going to have to buy only electric cars. I think that's what I heard, yeah. You see. Let me this is what I heard. So let me show you, okay? So yes, California would has a recognition to place advanced clean cars to acquiring that 100% new passenger cars, trucks, and SUVs, all state zero emission vehicles, and ZEVs by 2035. The mandate to pull this plug hybrids is to phase out new gasoline powered cars. However, it is in early 26 to plan a significant its political charges at federal level. See Garden in California's 2035 plan. Target. The route applies to new vehicle sales, not currently owned gasoline cars. See hybrid expansion. See, so it's a hybrid exception. You see exception allows up to 20% of new vehicles, the plug hybrids or PHVs, other than full battery electric vehicles. And then the 2025 the U.S. Senate voted to block this rule, repealing of the PA will allows California new standards eco panels. Okay. That states 12 other states have adopted California standards, meaning that impact could be widespread. And the long-term goal is, despite challenges of this fight toward 100 ZVs sales, reduce greenhouse gases. Okay. Here's over here. So yeah, it's over here. Yeah, California will be will require new passenger trucks and SUVs in the state of zero emission vehicles by 2035. Meaning that gasoline only vehicles will no longer be sold as new. However, the rules will apply to only new vehicle sales in California, not nationwide. So electric cars, including the battery electric, will be hybrid vehicles. It will be new vehicles starting in 2035. Plug-in hybrids are allowed, but only that if they can travel at least 50 miles of electricity alone and make up 20% of the automaker's sales. See, and then an existing powered vehicles could be driven and for just after 2005. See, this is all part of California's Advanced Clean Cars to ACC2 and regulations approve that California Air Resources Board in 2022 increases zero emission for vehicle sales. As you mentioned, it's ready for 5% in 2026, and 68% in 2030, and then 100% in 2035. It's supposed to be like. And then California's mandate is most aggressive in the U.S. It includes a national market because automakers inside the vehicle market of California standards, which only many states adopt. The federal government has improved that California's waiver is set emissions standards and the rule of the expanded remain effort. In short, no electric cars won't be the only vehicle sold in the S35, but they won't be the only new cars sold in California. Okay, so that's what begin 2025. So yeah, the electric cars will be the only cars be sold as new cars in California into the year 2025. Because they're trying to get rid of the gasoline cars, and that's why. I know they're promoting electric cars, including solar cars, and that's why. You know, that's the next new thing going around because they don't want people to buy. I know they don't want gasoline cars anymore. They want electric cars. Yeah, that's why. Well, that is true that everything is going electric, but you know, there's some people that like this idea. There's some people that don't like this idea. I don't know if I'm gonna like this idea or not, but you know what? It doesn't really matter to me, you know? You know, that's fine. And I'll tell you more about California right here. And then, in my book, because it's called America's 50 States, I have the book. Alright, so let's read about this, okay? So yes, so California, why just my state here? And you got this. So Sacramento is the capital, right? It became the very first state in the U.S. And it became a state in September 9th in 1850. The national animal or mammal is the grizzly bear. And the California bird is the California valley quail. So you know anyway. And the California flower, the national flower of California is called the golden poppy. The national tree in California is called the California redwood. Yeah, and the national fossil of California is the saber-toothed cat. The national rock of California is called serpentine. Oh yeah, and it says right here, did you know up to 307 feet, 113 meters tall, world's largest, oldest trees, and then in the redwood forest. One redwood tree in California is over 22 years old, and some trees are big enough to drive through. Yeah, that's what it is. So here, so it says right here in my book, the largest state in California, nicknamed the Golden State. That's what it's called. Yeah, California is called the Golden State. And it says here, after thousands of people called 49ers went there to find gold in 1849. Many people live in California, and more people live in California than any other nation. Your favorite actor or actress lives in Hollywood, where many movies and TV shows were made, and at 282 feet, below sea level is Death Valley. And in the Mojave Desert is the lowest, driest point in North America. But it also has, yeah, Death Valley. Alright, well, if you want to know what Death Valley is, yeah, here's Death Valley National Park. I know you can able to go camping in this park. Hmm. Hmm. Because I'd like to know, can you go camping at Death Valley National Park? And yes, you can. Yeah, you can go camping in Death Valley National Park. But yes, yeah, you can go camping in Death Valley National Park. So you see, there's private backgrounds, and then seasonality. You just have to go to a prime season, because summer temperatures can go up to like 120 degrees Fahrenheit. And yeah, reservations and preparation restrictions. So you do not camp within 100 feet of the water sources. So that's why. Yeah, there's some rules like that and stuff. You can camp in Death Valley National Park. Which is the lowest point. Another thing you can also do in Death Valley is this. I'll show you. So Death Valley So if you want to know where the lowest point is, well, the lowest point in the Death Valley is called Badwater Basin. I'll show you where Badwater Basin is at. Right there, see? Badwater Basin, right there. Right there. That's the lowest point. And then, right. Oh, there's the 395 highway right there. another thing you can also do. Yeah, so yeah, Battle War Base is in Death Valley. So I think another thing you can do in Death Valley is you can also try to climb is it Mount Whitney? Yeah, Mount Whitney is the largest mountain in California. I'll show you. The highest point in the continuous US. Elevation 14,545 feet. Right here. See, so here's Mount Whitney. Right there. And I heard it's very close to Death Valley. So, right there, Mount Whitney. And if I want to zoom out, there's Sequoia National Park, Sequoia National Forest. Right there is Death Valley National Park right there. So you can camp in Death Valley National Park and then go ahead and go and climb Mount Whitney right there. So that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Mount Whitney is part of the Sequoia National Park. And yeah, going camping in these national parks is pretty cool anyway. Okay, and yeah, Mount Whitney is part of Sequoia National Park. Which is, yeah. Yeah, but Sequoia National Park is a park it's a park by Mount Whitney. So you can also camp there if you want to climb Mount Whitney. Pretty cool. Yeah. But the problem is, yeah, and camping is pretty cool. Yeah. So you see, it's nice to travel around California as well as camping. The hard, yeah. And if you want to know where redwood is, here. So I'll show you where Redwood National Park is, and you can you go camping in Redwood National Park? And if you want to know where Redwood National Park is, I can show you that too, because it says Redwood, and that's a national tree. Well, let me show you where that is. It's way in Northern California. Right there. Like close to the state of Oregon. You know, Redwood National and State Parks. You can go there too. But this is a national park of Serpentine. Where's the Serpentine Rock? Serpentine Creek in California? Where is that? Oh, right there. Serpentine Creek. Alright, but where's the Serpentine Rock? Because that's, I heard that's the national rock. So what is the Serpentine Rock? Oh, it's a California State Rock that's in 1965. Okay, so it's a rock. And then there's and does California even have a, it doesn't even have a national, is there a California state song? Because I'd like to know too. Yeah, okay, so the California Vista State is called I Love You, California. It's set up in 1951. Okay, and it says, okay, so, oh, okay, I did not even know that, but yeah. So yes, that's it. I Love You, California, and it says right here, yeah, 1913 at night. Oh yeah, so it's right here, 1951. Oh, okay, so it's a, this song is already on YouTube since 2020. Okay, so yeah. It's the official song about this for the state of California. Okay. So that's pretty good to know. I'm not gonna put it on because I don't want to get I don't want to get a copyright claim from YouTube. But you can watch it yourself if you want to. Anyway, I just want to know where. Want to know. But that's pretty good to know more about the facts, not just the laws coming into my state anyway. Because there's something else I guess there's some things I forgot to tell you anyway. Okay. Let's just go get out of here, and I want to tell you. So I'm going to have to go right now. I'll talk about Yunnan, which is the China of California, next video. But I want to talk about this. So I'll talk about the next video, but I'll show you. So, but here's on Rumble. Make sure you watch my How to Go to Heaven video on Rumble. And if you want to talk to me any other place, then Discord, because of age verification. Well, I don't know why. You can come on Root. I don't know why Root is installing an update though. It shouldn't be. It should be coming on. Anyway, but here's Root. Okay, so yeah. All I did on Root right now is I added some rules on Root. But I have to make sure. Yeah, that's all I did on Root right now. Yeah, and that's another place you can talk to me if you don't want to talk to me on Discord anymore because of Discord's age verification anyway. Just let you know anyway. And you can watch my How to Go to Heaven video on Rumble. Okay? So. And I don't know any other Discord. I don't know any other root servers to go to right now. You can let me know in the comments below it to find out any root servers to go to. Anyway, because I was looking for I need to look for some anyway. But yeah, I have to go right now. But I'll talk about Yunnan province, which is China's. But people are calling China's California. I'll talk about that next video because I have to go right now. But thank you for watching this video. Be sure to say goodbye. Adios, Zaijian.